Welcome everyone to another round of Minecraft Modded. Today I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to do my normal little intro animation. I'm just going to dive right in. And this episode is going to consist of two parts. First part being a breakdown of the redstone circuitry in my recent chicken coop design that I did. So those of you who are interested in seeing that, we're about to cover that. Those of you who are interested in skipping that, I will have a time code link in the description below to jump ahead to the main part of today, which is going to be starting the first custom building in the nearby village that I've been upgrading so I can do some better trade setups. So without anything else, let's go ahead and dive into the redstone. And the reason I'm jumping on the redstone is honestly, out of all the different elements with the chicken coop build, the cosmetics, the hopper design, you know, how you tie everything together, the redstone is the most complicated part, really. And so this first part here is the clock circuit, which I use to do the triggering for the, transporting goods up through the elevator, for firing the eggs. And the reason it is useful compared to my previous design on the other chicken coop is I don't have to turn it on or off. The other design was a simple on-off trigger. This is actually based around a trigger on what's inside the dropper. So when you put an item in the dropper, it triggers the comparator here, which sends a pulse around, which causes it to fire based around this. So you have the comparator feeding into a block with a redstone torch, which is powering to a repeater here on maximum tick, with the redstone there to a torch here, with the redstone dust to a repeater on the second tick. And the reason for this, you can do it other ticks. This is basically just the timing delay. So going at 2, it's a little bit faster than if you were to use something, like the, let me make sure I can find egg. There we go. We're going to take that and we're just going to toss them in. And you see that's the speed. And if I go and click that, it makes a little bit more of a difference when you do both. But if I went and did both of these like that, it's going to go very quickly and it burns out. So the reason why you don't want to do it all at full tick is because you're going to end up burning out and it's going to stop the whole circuit and you're not going to get everything done. So I tend to go with this just because that's close to a full second. If you want, just do full ticks on this, or mix between them, experiment with it however you want. But this is the basic clock circuit. And again, it goes only when you have something in the dropper. So here I have the same design for the clock feeding off of the dropper. And all this is the extension up for the elevator. Every dropper is basically placed by doing 1, and then I just hold shift and jump and do that. It's basically the repeating pattern for the droppers. That's all it is. They're feeding one into the next, and it's the same trigger. But what I am adding now, as you see, is here the existing redstone torch. I put a block above it, which is basically taking the power from this and transmitting it to here. Then another redstone torch, which powers that, and side to side, and just keeps going up. And this is pretty much infinitely scalable as long as you're within range of each end of it, so it doesn't get to a point where the redstone cuts off on you. So now I've reversed the design because of the position for where I want the droppers, which is one thing I did in the other system, in the chicken coop. Because one, I wanted the droppers on the inside. I didn't want to have to go up and then cut across. So it's the same design. The comparator comes out from the dropper, and redstone torch goes around to the repeaters, which are set the same way, and then I have the same structure going up. And now for the part that I'm sure most people are interested in, because it's applicable to a lot of different situations. This is the item sorter. You don't have to use this. I wanted to use this so I could sort the eggs out automatically and not have to go and pick them up, transfer them to a different chest myself. So what this is again, you have the train of hoppers going across, and you're using this hopper basically to watch for a specific item. And this hopper carries 4 signs as filler for the other spaces, but also to give a certain value to the number of items in there for the signal level on the comparator. Then you put the egg in the first slot, and with that, it basically has a certain level that once it goes above this level, the comparator's got enough signal to trigger everything. And what this is doing is turning off the torch. The torch, by powering right there, is basically disabling the hopper right there, if I can get it to let me destroy the right one. So if I put a torch here, it's under this hopper. If I go here and let me get some more eggs, then I put those eggs in there, they transfer to the next hopper, but it will not transfer any further because the redstone torch is disabling it. That's the premise here, is you're using that redstone torch to disable it. As soon as I take that out, they start to transfer out, going on the rest of the way through their merry journey to the chest here. So the trick to this, and there's the eggs, is simply that, again, you're disabling this hopper from passing anything until this has enough signal, because it has a higher volume of the first item, to cause the comparator to trigger a pulse out, which disables this. So if I put these back in, you'll now see it's triggering, and that torch is off because this is sending enough of a pulse out to allow those to go through. And in the end, this gets 2 each time. One empties out. This one stays at 1, and then you have the same result there. So you are going to lose 2 initially, the one that's going to stay in this hopper and the one that's going to stay here. So you can technically use this if you want. Separate the eggs, separate the meat, separate the feathers, however you want to do it. And or use it for anything else. Make it a big separation thing. But that's a very compact way to separate something out, because really the entire core of the separation element is this. It's not even that. It's not that. It's this. This is all it takes. The part that feeds it across, the part that siphons the specific item out, and the part that sends the item out with all the redstone associated to controlling it. So before I head to the village to start construction, let me just show you. You can hear stuff's triggering, and I've actually got this turned off. Reason for that is I'm letting it build up eggs, so there's a lot of eggs there, and yeah, eggs all the way up to the 3rd chest now, which means I've got 2 double chests and 2 hoppers full of eggs already, and this is fully automated. It's always been the case, once you get so many entities in a certain area, they start to have problems with basically suffocation, trampling each other, and this is no different. It's just, it used to be about 1,000 chickens in this size of design. Now it seems to be about 250. So I'm getting a lot of raw chicken from it, simply because they're killing each other from overcrowding. Right now, not so much, because I don't have this on, but now we're going to start hearing, there it goes. Eggs are firing, and so basically you can leave this going, never killing any chickens yourself, and get tons of raw chicken. There's variations you can use for an auto cooker mechanism, which if you want a lot of cooked chicken, either for a specific trade or just to make a lot of food for yourself or your friends, that's great. I don't have a trade for cooked chicken. I have trades for raw chicken, so cooked chicken does not help me in this case. Raw chicken is what I need. Makes it a lot simpler too. I don't have to worry about the cooking mechanism. Also, another benefit of this is, as I've mentioned before, if I really want to, I go get a potion of harming, and I could throw it in there and kill them all in one quick go, get a lot of experience points. And in the past, having like 1,000 chickens in there, I've been able to get from level 10 to like level 25 in one harvest. So it is very easy to get a lot of XP if you want to do it that way. So here I am, one day in, and I just realized I forgot to grab some stairs. But basically, I'm creating this little separated section. So this is going to be the main section. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have what would be doors, but I'm instead going to block it off where they can't get out. I'm going to have some overhang, like outdoor market stalls for 2 farmer traders here. And then inside is going to be a 3rd farmer, probably over on this side. I'm going to do some stairs up here leading to an upstairs area. And then this is going to lead into the butcher shop area. So I'll have like a little stall there, and a stall there. And that way, if I want to later on, I can always expand and add 2 on each one in case I'm producing that much chicken. I just want to have 6 butchers here, but I'm aiming for 3 butchers and 3 farmers, and I think that's going to give it a very nice little feel, and then I can decorate more around that with some plants and such. So I'm going to probably have a little overhang out here from the upper level. I'm going to have it kind of like a little balcony almost that extends out, give more room. And I'm going to have a little storage area. Actually, I'm thinking I might bring it out. I might actually extend it out one more on this side, kind of frame that as part of the upstairs, have the upstairs extend and go this way. But I'm going to have basically an outdoor hay type store. So there'll be like hay bales stacked inside here with like a couple of lanterns. So that's kind of the general theme I'm going for right now. And I'm not going to put any windows on this side because, hey, there's a wall. What are they going to do looking at a brick wall? They don't need windows. And of course, I've got to be interrupted by one of them. I think I'm actually going to change this up a bit. I was using the post, but I think I actually like the idea of just going with a full wood block for each corner. Make it look kind of symmetrical as far as the rest. And what I'm going to do different is instead of doing the top block a solid piece, I'm actually going to do a beam like it's going across all of these. So that should line up, and this will give me my little hay bale storage area kind of thing, you know, outside. And then we're going to have more stuff inside, which I think this is actually going to work out pretty nice in the end. Actually, we're going to take that out so that it looks like it's, you know, laying across the appropriate way. You don't like it when you get stuck, huh? Not fair to you when you get stuck while being attacked repeatedly, huh? It's finally starting to come together, at least a little bit inside. I'm going to decorate a bit more, and I'm going to do, I think, half slabs. Because, yes, they can't jump over these, but it doesn't feel like a counter top. I did try doing inverted stairs. The problem is they can jump on those. And so here's the outside right now. Again, the idea is going to be this is going to be hay bales out here. And I can take that out now. And this will just be wide open, you know, hay bales stacked in here. I've got plenty of hay bales. And using the lanterns more for the light here, I'm going to have to adjust around that. I may have to put some, like, glowstone or something like that in the ground to create enough light to make sure nothing spawns. But yeah, that's basically going to be that. And then I'm going to put some barrels out here because I like the look of the barrel. And oh, of course, again. So all my white wool sheep have already eaten and regrown their coats. My blue ones don't want to eat. They're starving themselves because I turned them blue. They're sad, I guess. There we go, finally. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. I was just trying to groom you. That's not the best grooming appointment right there. And just enough to do the basic start. So I'm going to have this nice little tarp right here that, you know, they'll stand underneath. And again, normally there'd be a door there, but because I can't trust them not to leave their position and go wandering around, this is going to basically block them in, and they're going to be separated so they can't crisscross. So if I have a good one and I'm like, this one's a master, that one's not, they're not getting mixed up where I'm trying to talk to the wrong guy. We're going to go ahead and set up the new butchers at least. I'm going to go ahead and get them started and retain the existing butcher for the moment, just so I still have him, because he's got very good trades right now as far as the buying raw chicken. So this way, I'm going to just basically do the same setup. And oh yeah, of course, I've got to have more rails or fencing. We'll just go fancy. We'll go cut sandstone in the corners for now. And make that just part of the theme. Yeah, sure, whatever. It works for now. And not that. That doesn't work. All right. So I'm just going to put like right there, one. And then I'm going to dump him. He takes the job. Yes. Oh, no. Get down. I forgot about that part. Okay. Bad villager. Forgot about that aspect that, yeah, he's going to try to jump out. Ooh, that's an idea. We'll do one here. And I'll do like the side ones where they're in this area like that. Yep, so you're stuck in there now, right? You can't get through. Let's try this. Get this opened. Yes, can't get through. Can't get through. All right, so that's fixed. So now, what trays do you have? Oh, no. Those trays do not work for me, sir. They do not work for me. We'll put one there. Same guy. And basically, you know what? Actually, let's just take that out. Put him there. Put that there again. He should reset. It should be, I mean, it's a different smoker. And I had this happen before. One guy did not want to reset. And then he reset later. All right, seriously, take the stupid job. It's right there. It's right for the taking. Oh, now they're going to be goofy about it. Oh, man, now I've got all of them coming after me. So apparently he must have locked into either of the positions because he's still acting like he's got a job and he still won't take a job. So I'm just going to let them sit there with no smokers available and see what they think about that. How did you get in here? You're not supposed to be spawning in here. Well, I've filled everything in. Oh, we're just going to do like this. Like this for now. Wait a second. Is that coming from where I think it is? Yes, we have a zombie villager in there. Cool. So I think that might be my farmer got infected, but if not, then I have a zombie villager I can convert at some point in the future. And there we go. We've got hay bales. You know, it's kind of like hay bale storage. This is general store, farming, butcher type theme. So that's what we're going for. Let's see. How do I do the... What was the barrel again? Was 2 slabs and then... Oh, and I can mix planks too. Interesting. I've got plenty of spruce wood. So let's do that. Nope, don't have enough. But that's okay. We'll do like... No, not that style. I want to... Okay, no, I want to sit like that. Yes. I think that's a good look. That way we got this kind of... Actually, you know what? I don't want them right here crowding the door. It just feels crowded. So we're going to go with it like, you know, here and here. Like that. And then do like another one right there. Ooh. That gives a countertop type look to it, but it's also very tall. He still won't take the job. And he's still treating it like he's got a job. You know what? I'm taking you out. Did he just seriously, like, change? No, he didn't. Take the job. Are you, like, you're just messing with me. That's all it is. They're just messing with me. They're having a laugh at my expense. So I've mostly used oak wood because there's plenty of it nearby. But what I'm going to try now is a trapdoor, and I'm going with birch because it's got that nice look to it right there. So I'm going to see how this looks in the end and using it. Yes, like that. Yes, it does pop up like that. Yeah, you can do that sort of thing, but they can't jump up on it. And it gives a nice counter style. I could do the... not the oak. Well, oak is all right, but the spruce, it could give a nice, smooth counter look to it in a way. You see, it's got the normal board type look, but I like the kind of framed look that the birch is giving on this one. But looks like a countertop in a way, really. I mean, I could do that and then have it where they might could walk through. Maybe by doing it that way, he can't get through. I think it's time now to try non-zombie villager for over here and do a farmer. And since I've lost my farmer, that's the one that's over here moaning. He got infected because apparently somehow I got a zombie, like I think husk is what they're called, inside. I'm gonna just take that and put it to use in here. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna be special on this one. Instead, I was gonna put it on top of something, but I'm just gonna put it there. So it's kind of in the ground, like it's, you know, out of the way. And that might be an interesting look to it. Now let's see if he resets, because that's not his, that is not his smoker. I took his smoker out, and really? So I can jump up on this, but he can't. That could be a problem. I'm able to jump on the trapdoor, which is interesting because it's on top of a fence, which should not allow me to jump up to it. But it is laying me up. That's like, yeah, right here. I can't jump up. I do that. Oh, oh, that's weird. Okay, I do that. I can somehow manage the jump. Can they do the jump, though? If he jumps out, I'm going to know. All right, I had to swap to the other guy, but now I have a farmer. Not the best trades, but I do have a farmer inside. So since I started recording this, it was over in this one, I think 61 or maybe 61 here, and it's already over here. That's how much chicken has already been produced in the time I've been recording, just trying to get one building done. All right, so the outside tent type area is done. I have 2 composters, so really all I have to do is put a couple of guys out there and get them to actually select it. And at that point, I have my farmers. Again, doing 3 gives me, well, besides more trades, once I have good ones set up, if I could get 2 good ones going, I have a 3rd one to experiment with. So the problem is now just getting them to accept the new assignments that I'm giving them. They seem to be fighting against me on that now. Before, it's been so simple to get them to just accept a new, you know, job, and now they're like, no, forget that. Like, not doing it. Oh, wait. Ah, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, so we're gonna have to put a barrier between you guys, because you can't play nice for me and do what you're supposed to do. Try this again. So he has no way out, because he can't get over here. I mean, he's not going to jump. And then he doesn't even have a smoker in here anymore. That's already been removed. And I'm going to be putting, I got to put another lantern in here. Maybe we'll do, yeah, we'll do like a couple of these. Anyway, just for a little cosmetic look to it. I like the look of the countertop, but I want to make sure he doesn't jump out. He hasn't moved so far, but he might be like, I'm staying close to my job site for the moment because I feel like working. I mean, he might be doing that. And I've got to figure out what I want to do up here. I actually, you know what? I think I've got an idea. Let me try one thing. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do, I think I'm going to do a long, like this direction, going this way, length of the roof that goes up to a peak. I don't know if I'm going to do like just straight stairs or if I'm going to do like a mixture of like, here's a stair and here's like a half slab in the middle. And then on this side, I'm going to have it come out here as an overhang on this. So we got this little balcony, which I can take that out because I'm not needing that for climbing right now. Can't jump over. I'm going to do something right there. Again, I might bring that down a little bit lower just to create like an awning type feel to it. I may even do the same thing I've done over here with the wool to create that awning type feel. And I've got to get that leveled off too. But yeah, so we got a nice little balcony to come out, look around, and we'll have a window here, windows there that may end up, actually, instead of glass, I'll do it like this. So, I mean, it's not the best thing to look through, but we'll do it like, instead of a glass window, like a grate, like that. Maybe do the post with it that way. I'll have to experiment with some more, but right now my experimenting is going to be figure out how to get these guys to take the jobs I want them to take. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode because recording this video is going a lot longer than I thought it would be. Just because I'm doing a lot of backtracking, redoing some stuff as I'm actually trying my ideas out. And also the villagers are not being very cooperative with me. You know, before I'd put them down and it'd be like within moments they would take the job. and now they don't want to take their jobs and they don't want to give up their jobs. So I've got to figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, for now, I'm going to keep working with this and see what else I can do. And hopefully the beginning part of the video, for those of you who needed it, helped you out. If you have any more questions, be sure to comment below about the redstone stuff from the chicken farm. But you can see how effective it is on its own. Not even interacting with it, just letting it run on its own. I got almost a full row of stacks of raw chicken, which as soon as I have enough butchers, I can start trading away. But yes, that is it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.